Hey everyone, today we're going to be creating a buyer opportunity in KW Command. This is important to get all of your documents approved by the MC. It also keeps all your documents super organized. So right now I am on my home page, and the first thing I'm going to do is go into opportunities with the little handshaking emoji over here. First thing we are going to do is create an opportunity. I'm just going to create a random one for example. Opportunity is going to be buyer because we're doing a buyer. So opportunity client, I'm just going to put a random name. And then opportunity name is going to be buyer. You only have to fill out the things with stars. So that's what we're going to do. Commission rate is going to be 3%. And these phases and stages do not matter. I just leave them there. And as you can see, I didn't press a client, and it's going to make me create a client, a contact for this client. It will make you do that sometimes it will not. You do not need to fill out email address or phone or anything but the asterisk. Now we're going to create. Next thing we are going to do is we're going to press pick checklist type. We're going to click residential. And as you can see, for consultation, there are no documents. So we don't need any documents for this to get approved. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go under contract. These are the required forms for a buyer for your opportunity to be approved. You need the exclusive right to represent seller, the consumer guide, the anti-fraud disclosure, agency disclosure, your purchase contract, any counter offers. If your offer does include those, you'll need that. The team disclosure is required. Residential property disclosure, if it isn't a new build. Lead paint disclosure if it's not a new build. Deposit notice if you are doing earnest deposit, which I talked about in another video. And any addendas or addendums that will be added into this loop. You can also go through any of these other things. These are conditional, like it says to your buyer and what you will be using for your offer, but they have all of these little options here to put them in. So we are going to go start a transaction. We're going to hit default profile. And then it's going to load again, and then you're going to hit go to transaction again. It's being a little annoying. I'm just going to hit my loops. And it did not create a loop for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to add loop. We're just going to say buyer. Continue. We're going to view this loop. And we're going to add our forms that we need. So if you need a little quick refresher, you can go back into this and it'll show you everything that you need here. Well, first you have to go to the buyer's packet or wherever this stuff is. So here is the exclusive right to represent the buyer. KWCP consumer guide. I'm going to look it up like this through the search bar. Consumer guide. Anti-admin fraud. There's that one. Agency disclosure. Purchase contract. And then last thing you will absolutely need is our team disclosure. A team disclosure should be in your personal inbox. Go to personal, and 6 of these things are absolutely mandatory for your buyers. You will go through, fill all of these out one by one, put all of the signatures in, and have your buyers sign those. And then you're going to send them over to the listing agent and have those get signed as well. After that, those are all signed, you would put these forms into command. Now, as you can see right now, mine aren't filled out or signed, so I can't add any to them. But let's go to a different buyer's opportunity to show you what that would look like. We will go to closed. So if you look all of this one is fully approved. So I had my consumer guide to agency and it would have like a little link. And then it would show that the signatures are signed. And these are all the same forms that we just put into that loop. After your under contract documents get submitted and they get approved, and your offer gets approved and accepted, and you go to the closing table and everything is worked out, next thing you would do is you would add this required document, which would be your final Atlas statement. Basically, all the settlement costs that split up between the buyer and the seller. And you would need that one signed by both the seller, and you would go ahead and put that in command and resubmit it, and your transaction will be fully closed and you get paid. These opportunities are must do to get paid, to keep your transaction organized, and to make sure that all your documents get approved and that everything is up to standard.